It started. Rangers already down 1-0 to the lowly Blackhawks. I'm looking good for them. So it rains, it pours at MSG, doesn't it? Wow, unbelievable. Everybody took it lightly. No, you can't break this team up. No, you know, these guys ain't that bad off. Yes, it's psychological. They're soft. They got bullied by the Panthers in the playoffs last year. Yes, yes. Yes, yes, yes. I'm gonna have Montreal behind me in about 15 minutes on Amazon. Let me find out, see if anything happened today. I'm gonna start with Juan Soto and that ridiculous $765 million. And then this guy, as smart as he is, and he is smart, got a 5-year opt out. So he's gonna give Daniel Barry in the building. What's up, Daniel? Salute, fam. This guy is making $5,800 an hour. And I'm not hating because I like Soto a lot. I think he's one of the top players in the sport now. If you heard AJ Przinsky earlier, oh my god. I mean, bro, this is so they was talking about uh, his salary before, and it's ridiculous. But hey, you know, if that idiot owner in Flushing, Queens is willing to pay him that much, that's his money, not mine. Daniel Barry in the building, Rosie in the building. You willing to give that man that type of money? Hey, good luck with that. He better win you at least 4 titles. And you gotta understand why Soto left. Everybody's saying it now. That's. I mean, I like Greg Amsinger, but sometimes you wonder about these guys' mentality. A couple of things happened with Soto with the Yankees. One of them was the security for the players and family didn't do a good job with his parents. Another thing was he didn't look at the Yankees as fun. You know damn well Frankie Lindor talked to him, probably took him out to dinner, took him out in New York, up to Dykeman, Washington Heights, the music, the food. Otani won't pitch. The Mets wants to re-sign Alonso too, boy. Wow. Wow. All right, Zomo Zalak, Cardinals general manager, says this is in his best interest to trade Nolan Alrondo. Yankees got some new targets now with Soto's gone. I think this really hurts the Yankees. It really, really does. Now the Mets are in the Dodger Yankee category as evil empires now. The reason why I'm giving the Mets a lot of credit because that damn owner, who I heard so much about, Steve Cohen, Mr. Cohen, Mr. Cohen. Finally, Mr. Cohen put his money where his mouth. Do I think it's a good investment? We'll see in the year 2030. We'll see by then. And I'm gonna tell you why we'll see by then. Because by then, um, the Mets will have 5 years, and let's see them win something. I think two championships in 5 years is good. I think that's fair. And now the Mets are going to retaliate by giving Ron Soto's family a suite at Citi Field so they won't be bothered. All right, Sohei Ohtani will not pitch in the Tokyo series. I could have told you that. Manzano's boy, Jesus Luzardo, is getting a lot of trade interest at the winter meetings. The same as this Garrett Crochet guy, but these baseball guys that talk about all day. Nothing else is happening in baseball right now. This team's having interest. Tigers having interest in Paul Goldsmith. So what? Team is now trying to get Santa Tendera from the Orioles. He can hit you 40 home runs. He can knock you 100 runs. He's going to hit 240. Well, I love these bright lights at MSG going for the Rangers. Rangers Blackhawks 1-0. Okay, see what's happening now. And show Montreal should be getting started right now. Uh, 2-1 Detroit over Buffalo. Mighty Ducks about to come on the Victory Network. Those are one of those low budget streaming channels that took some teams. It makes you feel like you're in the 21st century the way they do the intros for Victory. Meanwhile, at the Prime game is getting ready to come on Prime. That is Anaheim at Montreal. So, the aftermath on Wednesday night. Do the game Thursday night. West Side Connection. Rams, 49ers on Thursday night. And then Friday night, we will celebrate Tua Tagovailoa, who's playing his best football right now of his career. Let me tell you, Tua's been great these last five. Well, the Green Bay game, I'm not going to give him no credit. Not because he didn't win, because get all that afterwards, 27-3. Look at that city. That is Mr. Miami's new home. You know, Montreal is the Miami of the North. It really is. It's exactly like Miami. The only difference is it's cold. That's the only difference. All right, this is Trouba's first game tonight for the Ducks. And Patrick Line. Welcome to Montreal for him. Boy, this is the first two women hosting a pregame show tonight. You know, Brooke Bolden, she's all right. I'm not gonna knock the sister. Very pretty. Caulfield, Suzuki, and Newhook. 9 goals in the last 6 games of the year. Caulfield is some player. I mean, he's going to dedicate the rest of his career to Johnny Gaudreau's memory. Caulfield is some player for Montreal. Caulfield, Newhook, Suzuki is outstanding. I think Suzuki don't get enough love, you know, but Suzuki's some player. And Montreal's trying to get around, folks. They're playing very well both sides of the ice. And I like this ambience going by. Here we go. So the Rangers get rid of their headache. Oh, really? They're bullying the locker room. From what I heard, you really got on players for not winning. So the winter meetings. Oh, really? Framber Valdez and Cal Tucker? You know, Angels, get on the phone. Try to get Cal Tucker from the Astros. All right, let me talk about the Blue Jays. If you didn't hear this, I was just watching it about 20 minutes ago on MLB Network. The Blue Jays were the bride again. It was 38% the Mets, 32% the Blue Jays, 15% the Yankees. He just didn't like the Yankees aura of Juan Soto. That's why he left. You go to the Mets, it's party, it's fun. You got Frankie Lindor acting like the fool in the dugout. So let's get this straight. Juan Soto goes from the Nationals to the Padres where Manny Merengue all day, all night Machado was running that locker room like the Gestapo, blasting the merengue music as loud as it can get blasted. He leaves there, goes to the Yankees, which is Merengueville North. Dykeman's 5 minutes across that bridge, folks. Get there in 5 minutes from Yankee Stadium. Washington Heights is dead across the bridge. So he looked at the Yankees as an organization that is too uh, suited up and buckled up, didn't trust the security with his parents, and that's scary. When a player comes out and say that he didn't trust the security, hey, you want to come up, Barkov? Come on up. Here, I'm gonna drop the link. When you didn't like, good to see you too, Trust. I figured you people missed the birthday party up here yesterday, which was great. I mean, all the guys have been coming back. Last week we had like a reunion up here. Shout out to Dusty. Oh, he made the platform for me because me and him are real close. People don't realize that. Platinum, me and him are real close. People don't realize that. You know why? Because I don't socialize with the rest of the crowd. I'm gonna drop the link so Barkwell can come up if he wants. Trust, he can come up too. Talk about what's been going on with you since uh last time. We haven't spoken in a minute. Good to see Bargoff. Good to see Trust. But like I was saying, I'm gonna say hello to them in the chat right now. Like I was saying, um, wow, when a player of a caliber of Juan Soto is worried about the security for his parents, that's a very bad look for the Yankees. A bad look. Got Raven Knight's birthday next Thursday. We got Sister George's birthday the following Thursday. So we celebrate the December birthdays in here. I'm gonna reach out to Sister George and wish her a happy birthday. Her birthday's in 2 weeks from Thursday. Oh, there it is. Sag Sagzin. Ooh, Sagzin. You caught me with that one, baby. What's up to Bargoff? Good to see Bargoff. Guys are coming up here. They don't give a damn what I'm talking about. They're coming up, chilling, pulling up. Good to see all the old guys back. Good to see Bargoff. Hope everything is well with him. Happy holidays with him. Trust is in the building. It's great to see her. So remember, Sunday is our first triple header of the year. Miami at Houston. Dolphins are putting it together at the right time. It may be a little bit too late because the Broncos, if they beat the Colts Sunday, that's the second game. Every Dolphin fan, you spread the word. I'm gonna have the Colt game up here, Denver and Indianapolis as the middle game Sunday, and I'll have look-ins with Philly, with Pittsburgh at Philly, Bills at Detroit, and uh, Tampa's at the Chargers. So our triple header up here Sunday. Miami and Houston 1 o'clock. Colts Broncos at 4:25, and then the nightcap is say Dave y'all go again. Seahawks and the Packers, one of the best rivalries in the 21st century in the NFC. They will rekindle their rivalry because they're playing for something out in beautiful Quest Field in Seattle, and I'll be calling that game because it's a game that's very means a lot to me. And let's hope the Seahawks got it together. I think they do. We don't want to crack that chicken before it hatches. Meanwhile, Anaheim Ducks are skating around as Montreal and Anaheim is about to start, but we're not doing that today. The players saying that Montreal is their favorite place to play. Shout out to Mr. Miami as he is joining the Canadian Army now. Good for him. Still waiting for my Gila Fleur jersey. You know that? Still waiting for it. So baseball, the only big guy who was signed is Soto, which is great because now we'll focus on everybody else. And we got Soto out of the way. Good job, Mr. Cohen. And the Mets wants to re-sign Alfonso, boy. I tell you, the Mets keep Alfonso and keep that team intact. They may win the World Series. I think whoever comes out of the National League, Mets, Phillies, Reds, Dodgers, Padres, Arizona, any of those teams will beat the American League. Because the American League just lost a huge bat back to the National League. And the sick thing is, he's staying right where he was, only going 6 miles east to play at the City Field. City Field's way out there, folks. Remember, the Mets are a Long Island team, even though they play in the city. All their fans are in Long Island. Just like all the Yankee fans are in Connecticut and New Jersey. So, still waiting for that Gee to come. Let me see if that bad boy came. Nope. So we're getting ready for Montreal on television. Still waiting for a big move at the winter meetings. which we haven't had yet. I'm surprised that nobody's doing anything. And I know Rob Manfred's not happy about that, the commissioner. He's not happy about this because there should have been teams lined up ready to do something. I mean, this is what it's about, right? Wheel and deal. All right, Montreal just started on the Prime Network. That beautiful city, boy. It's cold up there tonight. It's cold up there. Guys, want to recap the NFL? We can. I will say this: the Buffalo Ram game was what football should be like every week. Stafford and Josh Allen. What a performance by Josh Allen yesterday. 3 touchdowns in the air, 3 on the ground. First time that's ever been done in NFL history. Buffalo loses 44-42. Got Detroit this Sunday. And I don't know what people feel about that one. Matter of fact, let me put my picks in there. I did make my picks this morning. Steelers won for me most of the year they have. This week, uh, uh, let me look at it one more time. People can take a look with me. What happened to Lamar Jackson? Let me take a look at that. Let me see what happened to Lamar Jackson. Oh, he stopped what I was doing. I didn't watch the game last night at my mom's. I just ate some lemon cake and fell asleep. Another snore fest for Kansas City as they barely, when I heard the kicker hit the goalpost and bounced in. Has this any team so lucky than the Chiefs? And here's the ironic thing: they did that against all three divisional opponents. Blocked the field goal, chip shot for the Broncos, blocked the field goal. The Raiders, the center hiked the ball too early, bounced off the quarterback. They recovered the fumble. Game over. And now the field goal bounced back in. All right, Lamar Jackson is him and Saquon, Derrick Henry are way ahead of the fourth place Pro Bowl voter, which is Josh Allen. Jameer Gibbs, look at that. He's fifth. Jaden Daniels. Wow. You voted Jaden Daniels over quarterbacks like Baker Mayfield, quarterbacks like Sam Donald. Really? Really? And this goes to show you that the NFL, Jamar Chase 8, Joe Burrow should be the one leading in quarterback, along with Josh Allen, not Jaden Daniels. and Brock Bowers on a 2-11 sorry-ass Raider club. This tells you where the fans' minds are at, and you wonder why we don't pay the fans no attention. Ah, can't believe what I just saw. All right, Montreal just scored. Uh, Patrick Laine, and Laine's getting warmed up, folks. He get warm, he can carry a franchise. I think Montreal was good for him. Winnipeg is too tiny, it's too farmland. Montreal is perfect for Patrick Laine because they love their habitats. As long as they ain't doing anything illegally, they will bring you in water. Quick snapshot by Laine. Wow. Bang! So Laine scores 1-0 Montreal, just like that. 1-0 Montreal, 2.5 minutes into the game. Up in beautiful Laval, Quebec. These games yesterday were just bore fest. Absolute bore fest. You feel me? Absolute bore fest. Oh, let me do one more thing before we recap yesterday's games. Oh, that's what I wanted to see. Okay, so Lamar Jackson leading him and Saquon, Josh Allen a distant fourth, and Derrick Henry. Those three are leading the charge for the bullshit program. And I mean bullshit. Flag football. The man, please. All right, week 15 opening odds. Oh, that's the other game. I'm definitely taking the Niners +2. There you go. Definitely taking the 49ers -2. So I'm picking all favorites this week. I've won 6 in a row, 30-12 on the year, 75% winning percentage picking these games. So there you go. We'll have the game up here Thursday night. There goes my picks for week 7. I mean, week 7. For week 15 of the National Football League. There you go. There goes the picks right there. Jets -3.5 in Jacksonville. Rodgers played his best game this year in Miami. Texans -3 against Miami. Jets -3.5 at Jacksonville. And the 49ers 2 points at home. Favorite against the Rams on Thursday night. It's a good vibe about San Francisco right now. Told you that team is never dead. There goes my picks right there. You almost made 2-0. Montreal on the break. So tomorrow off. Wednesday, the aftermath. Thursday, 49ers and Rams, big game in the NFC West. Friday, straight football on Tua Tungalova's play the last 5 weeks, and we'll go over that. And then Sunday, the triple header. So we'll be up here Sunday, 12:15 Eastern Time. We'll take you up to the end of the Seahawk game. So you're talking nearly 12 hours straight of nothing but football. And we'll have live look-ins of the Eagles, Steelers, um, Lions and Bills, and Tampa Bay and the Chargers. All those games are at 4:25 Eastern Time. Give me a second. All right, 8 o'clock Eastern Time on the East Coast. Somebody ringing my bell. I don't know who the hell it is. All right, Montreal still 1-0. Let me get the Rangers score. I want the Rangers to be bad enough so when the Flames come to town, I'll get me a good seat. But the Rangers just tied the game, so the more the Rangers lose, the better it is for me. Let me speak of Calgary. Let me say something about them. Uh,
They rang the doorbell 4 times.
okay, come in here.
You were just there.
All right, like I was saying, uh, now the reality is hit the young Flames, but they're not good at all. They're one of the worst teams in the game. And for us diehard Flame fans, that's great. 'Cause we want to be part of this superstar center lottery that's happening this year. The 25 draft, you better have a top 7, 8 pick. And it looks like they're going in that direction. They can't score. They didn't really did what they're supposed to do, play the kids. And they went with veterans. And I can tell you right now, veterans are going to want out of there. It's in the middle of Western Canada. It's a nice city. People are nice, but guys want to go where they want to win. And you could tell looking at Nazem Kadri's face, he is not happy being there. So we'll see what happens with them. I think they are now falling off the cliff. I think that's a great thing for guys like me. I don't want to watch no goddamn Nixon Raptors. Hell, I don't want to watch that. Okay, let's see over here. All right, still 1-0 Canadian. Uh, back to the NFL. What a game for Josh Allen, first quarterback ever to throw for 3 touchdowns and run for 3 touchdowns. Josh Allen, I'll say this right now. For him to win the MVP, this Sunday's game against the Lions is everything because there's another guy in this race. His name is Jared Goff. And I'm going to tell you right now, like Baltimore destroyed them, if the Lions, and they are capable of doing this, folks, if the Lions put a 50 spot on Buffalo, Josh Allen ain't winning the MVP. Remember, this is the last tough game, in my opinion, for the Eagles coming up this week against the Steelers. After that, the 3 teams in the NFC East, they'll win in Washington, and they'll beat Dallas and the Giants at home. And there you go. Okay. So this is their last big home game right here against the Steelers. The rivalry. Well, we will check in on that on Sunday, and we'll take a peek in on that and see what happens. I can give you a preview of each game right now. The big Sunday, beginning with Miami. The Dolphins got to win this game right here. They're gonna have to go back to the way they were running the football because I think the Miami media is underestimating how good Houston is. I think Houston fell off for a couple of reasons. One of the main reasons to me is the division's too easy. The second thing is something that's very important. CJ Stroud cannot throw in the deep cover two. Can't. He gets confused, gets frustrated. The only few quarterbacks can. Okay. And it's the quarterbacks with the great arm talent. I told you about that. Stafford, you saw that yesterday. Him and Josh Allen going at it. It was some of the most beautiful footballs being thrown. Now, a lot of people are saying that the Bills took it easy. Hell no. The Rams are competing to win that division. Many people think they're going to go to the Super Bowl. That's just the Josh Allen lackeys that kiss his ass who are saying that. So, um, Denver is the best game of the day. Denver and the Colts and Miami, not Miami, Seattle and Green Bay because of the rivalry in the 21st century. 3 playoff games which were dramatic between the 2 teams, and now they're both playing for something. So Sunday night, on Sunday we'll have a triple header up here. Um, Josh Allen, he loses, he gets destroyed by the Lions on Sunday. He will not win the MVP because that's not fair to Saquon Barkley, who to me is the best player in the league this year. What's up, Tony?
Hey, um, I have a question for you. Actually, we were uh we were taught with how the whole situation is played out with the Jets.
Yeah,
Do you think this hurts Aaron's legacy a little bit as a first ballot Hall of Famer, or do you think he's a first ballot anyways, no matter what happens with the Jets?
he's a first ballot Hall of Famer no matter what, but he won't be looked upon as one of the all-time greats.
Even though he has a Super Bowl.
Yeah, because he hasn't won a Super Bowl in 15 years.
But I think me and you have talked about this before. People, I hate when fans do this. They make it sound easy, make it sound like it's easy to win a Super Bowl or even a conference championship. Like, and it isn't. When Aaron, let's not forget when Aaron was up in his prime, he was still dealing with Peyton Manning, a Tom Brady, and in the NFC alone, I think he had a prime Russell Wilson and other great quarterbacks in that during that time. So great quarterbacks. So
Not really.
let's
We had Carson Palmer,
was Carson
Kaepernick.
already past it?
No,
You
he
think?
almost won the MVP in Arizona. Um, Matt
What
Ryan, who was at his peak back then.
by the time Aaron became the starter, was Kurt Warner already retired?
No, he was playing for the Arizona.
Okay, that's another Tony Romo.
Yeah.
Eli,
Yeah.
wait,
Romo was a great.
Would you consider Eli an elite quarterback or a good quarterback?
I look at him as an all right quarterback.
Okay, so he's in the same level as got a guy like Tua and Brock Purdy and stuff like that.
Yeah. Just like he won
You
two Super Bowls.
you always used to you always used to say he was a comedy of errors. I thought you were
Yeah.
exaggerating.
Even Iman admits that. The man was a joke. You kidding me? In the 2010s, all the interceptions that guy threw? Are you serious?
But it's funny they give him credit for that. A lot of a lot of football fans give him credit for that those Super Bowls, not the defense.
It was the defense that won those Super Bowls.
No, that's what I'm saying. But it
In
it's
New
weird.
York,
They don't.
they give the Giants fans give the defense all the credit.
But the rest of the football fans don't. Which is weird. They always say it's Eli that won those Super Bowls.
But no one in New York cares about what the rest of the fans think because to the New York media and to the New York sports fan, the world revolves around New York City.
You've dealt with both sports fans on the West Coast and East Coast. Who's worse with the arrogance?
The East Coast is not even close because West Coast people live an easier life because of good weather,
No,
great
like
jobs.
you've dealt with Laker fans. Don't you find them arrogant?
Yeah, of course, but um, that's only one team on the West Coast. East Coast, you got the Yankees, the Red Sox,
Phillies,
the Phillies. You got
Mets,
the Bruins. I don't pay Met fans no attention. The Bruins.
Rangers,
No, Rangers are a suburban fan base. They don't like nobody else. Ranger fans. They stay with
Islanders,
Islander fans are good fans. Yeah, out in Long Island. Yeah,
Buffalo.
I'm nowhere near Buffalo, but for the football team, yeah,
Oh, Pittsburgh.
Pittsburgh's in the Midwest, but their fans are very good.
Um, okay, you say the Celtics, both Celtics and Bruins fans and Red Sox fan. All three of those fan bases are very arrogant. Oh, Patriots fans, I forgot them.
Yeah, yeah.
It's weird. I can have a decent conversation with Phillies fans, but when I try to have a good and like rational conversation, I can't have it with any of the New England teams
Yeah, because their fans hate Miami.
because of the weather.
The weather, the easy going, while they have to work hard up in Boston. They look at Miami as glitz and glamour.
And it's weird. I can have a good conversation with like New York baseball fans. Honestly, Mets fans, I can't have that with Yankees fans. Yankees fans are sometimes very delusional.
Yeah, and they're not happy right now that Juan Soto
Went to the Mets.
went to the Mets. Yeah, that's for Yankee fans. That's devastating.
So he actually broke the record, right?
Oh yeah, I knew he was going to pass Otani. I told you that. Scott Boras is getting his revenge on everybody.
Who do you
I
think
heard four
anybody
hundred. I heard 400 million for Corbin Burns. You want him? It's going to cost you 400 million.
who who's gonna break the record for the highest paid pitcher in MLB
It could
history?
be.
You think
It could be Corbin Burns.
Corbin
I know in a couple of years it's going to be Paul Skeens. He ain't going to stay in Pittsburgh.
or some of these young kids at the Marlins will probably? have to trade soon.
I don't know about the Marlins, man. From that new manager, he wants to make that team like the Dodgers.
Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
That's not a good thing.
That means they want to spend more money.
No, that means that you're going to be disciplined. You're going to play by the rules, and if you're not good, you're out. Marlins will never spend money.
That's what's happening with the Rays. I think they might permanently move to Montreal.
No, I think they can go to Montreal. I would love to see them go back to Montreal with their farm system. I would love to see it.
You think they'll ever actually have another full expansion team in Montreal, or because
Never,
of the,
never.
it's like Atlanta with hockey, kind of?
It's like Quebec City in the NHL.
Is it because Montreal dominates that whole area, including Quebec? That's why you're not seeing another a
No,
Quebec
Gary
sort.
Bettman doesn't like places like Quebec City and Winnipeg. You don't like those type of places.
So that means he's gonna move the Winnipeg Jets to another city again.
I don't. I hope not. But he don't like Winnipeg. The only Canadian team he really likes is the Oilers.
Oh, he hates Toronto and Montreal.
Yeah, he doesn't like. He can't stand Montreal. And to him, Vancouver don't even exist.
The same thing with not Vancouver. There's another team on the west coast of Canada.
The Canadian cities west are Edmonton, Calgary, and Vancouver.
Is is uh is is Calgary an original six team that would never move? That Paul?
No. Calgary came in 1972 as the Atlanta Flames, and believe it or not, I was with them from day one.
Oh, so you became a fan of the team when they were in Atlanta.
Yes.
Was that the year? Oh, was that? I can't. I hope I'm thinking of. I'm not thinking of the Thrashers when before they moved to Winnipeg.
No, the Atlanta Flames was the original team, and they went to Calgary because of the Flames owner back then got a sweetheart deal and was promised a brand new stadium and the Olympics if they moved. So Nelson Scalbania moved.
I thought I thought there was a team that plays in hockey team that plays in a stadium called the Saddle Dome.
That's the Flames.
Are they rebuilding? Do they
No,
have
they
to?
got a brand new stadium in 27. That's why guys like me, it's a division in Calgary. You're either with team win or team rebuild. I'm with team rebuild. And right now they're beginning to fade. And I would say by the end of the weekend they'll be like one of the top five worst teams. That's where we want them to be because this year's draft is going to be awesome. There's going to be a lot of good centers in this draft. And that's what the Flames need.
You got. Are you good with your defense and the wing right now?
The wings is our problem. We have the wings. They're in the minors.
But you don't have the
The
down the
center.
middle,
Exactly.
and you don't have. Do you guys have a good goaltender prospect there?
Yeah, we got a young guy named Dustin Wolf.
Yeah, and honestly, I've noticed this with certain teams. It seems like when it comes to developing certain positions, Florida's good with. I don't know what it is. For the Panthers recently have been good developing the wing and center
Yeah,
position.
yeah, they are. They're good at the Panthers are good at wing and defense. They've always been good at that.
Oh,
You're right about that.
yeah, because didn't they draft and develop Jovanovski?
Yeah,
And I forgot there's another guy, defenseman that they drafted and developed that they end up. I thought one of the Niedermeyer started with Florida.
yeah, Rob. He was a winger.
Oh, Rob Niedermeyer was one of the first original Panthers.
Yeah, Scott, his brother played for the Devils. He's the Hall of Fame.
It's got. Do you think Rob is a Hall of Famer?
Mm-mm.
He's a good player, but he's not Hall of Fame worthy.
Yeah, he's not Hall of Fame. I don't even think. I know he has over 200 goals, which is great.
I think he was a play. To me, when I look at Rob, he was more of a playoff performer than a regular season guy.
Yeah, you make a good point, Tony. Yeah, he was.
Yeah, because when you look at his stats in the regular season,
Mm-hmm.
they were okay, but once he got into the playoffs with the Panthers, and was it the Ducks or the Kings that he was with?
He went to the Ducks to play with his brother. They won the Stanley Cup together.
Yeah. And that's what I'm saying. Like when you look at his stats in the playoffs is when you saw it kick up a little bit. Like the production was way better in the player. Was there another player like that you remember that was like a Hall of Famer or a great player that isn't in the Hall of Fame that was a decent player in the regular season, but when you saw them in the playoffs, it kicked up another level?
Yeah,
Who was it?
his name was Asa Tikkanen for the Oilers
Tikkanen?
back in the 80s. Yeah, that was my guy. Yeah,
Was he on the same he was on the same teams with
Gretzky,
Gretzky and what's his name?
Messier, Paul Coffey. Yeah, he got 4 rings and everything.
Wait, doesn't Coffee have a? I thought Paul Coffey has a. Is he? Is he the only? I thought there was an NFL player that has won a Stanley Cup as a player, a coach, and an executive.
I think that's Ron Francis did that.
Wait, I thought didn't wasn't Eiserman a coach for a little bit?
Nah, he's the general manager.
Oh, he went straight to the front office.
Yeah,
Oh, so Ron Francis, he was a great player, a great coach, and a
yeah.
can
He's
can
doing a great job in Seattle.
in the in the NFL, and I can't remember, is it basketball or or hockey or baseball that does this, where they sometimes induct a player both as a player and as a manager or an executive.
Yeah, hockey does that.
Oh, hockey does that.
Hmm. Hockey, baseball.
Do football and basketball do that? Or you only get inducted once?
Pat Riley was inducted as a coach and general manager, so basketball.
He has the most championships as one single person in NBA history, I think, right?
Pat Riley? You see, 3 in Miami. Yeah, you may be right. 3 in Miami, 5 with the Lakers.
Yeah, 5 as a player, 3 as a
No, four. Westhead won the first one.
Oh, Westhead won the first one?
Yeah, with Magic Johnson. Yeah.
You saw those Laker teams
Yeah.
back then. Who was the most underrated player on that team?
Kurt Rambis.
Rambis?
Yeah.
he got overlooked because of a Worthy, Magic, and Kareem.
I think Byron Scott was the most overrated.
Byron.
Hmm. Yeah.
Is there? You've watched more basketball than I have. Who is your most underrated trash talker?
Oh, I don't know. Because I really don't get into that trash stuff. But I know they said Bird was the best. But today's young people don't want to hear that. Now, it's very classless of the NBA players this past All Star game that they all trashed Larry Bird in his face. Just totally disrespectful.
This is what I hate about my generation of sports fans. The lack of respect for the previous. It's like we erase everything before 1990.
Yep. It's sad, isn't it? Because, like I told Sean one day, because Sean was very down about the Dolphins. I told him, bro, sports are supposed to be fun. You know, you support your team, you enjoy. But when your team is like the Dolphins, that's the perfect example why he's depressed. I don't blame him.
I honestly, I'm apathetic this whole season. Really, like I've learned, I've become so jaded with the team. They've disappointed me so many times that
Because there's no
I
light ahead of the tunnel. The Dolphins are the same thing. Groundhog's Day. The same shit over and over and over again.
the definition. I'm gonna say this: the definition of insanity is doing the same thing and expecting a different result. This is what scares me. Greer is not going to get fired. If someone gets fired, I can't believe I'm saying this. It's not going to be Greer. It's going to be McDaniel.
I think everybody's coming back. But I think where the Dolphins going to make mistake about this is they're not as good as they think they are. And everybody knows it.
Yeah,
Except
and
for the,
it's a one person, the
I
most
think,
important position.
that's the one thing I got to say about Tua. He's played well. And
The
he's not the problem. The problem is what's around him. Like Brian Flores was putting that together, but you got a stupid ass owner who wants the team to be glitzy. Well, you had glitzy. Now, what has happened to your glitz? All these teams been doing, except the Jets, have been playing the big cover two. Then they know that their quarterback can't throw more than 50 yards in the air.
I've been saying this, but no one believes me
So
except you, of
now,
course.
yeah, but you know that Dolphin community is a joke now. You haven't heard what's been happening towards them?
No.
They've been getting abused by guys like Big O and Chris Perkins. I mean, this is what I've been saying all along. If you're under 45 years old, don't say nothing because you don't know anything. They don't even they never seen the Dolphins win a playoff game in their lives. They're a joke,
Yeah,
and I'm
I
glad I ripped them yesterday. The Dolphin community is a bunch of ass clowns.
yeah no, and I've said this, and I repeat this again. The only teams I've seen win championships are the Marlins and the Heat and the Panthers. Now,
I don't know about
and
the Marlins. I think the Marlins, like I said,
no,
are
I'm
halfway
saying
to the World Series.
no. That's what I'm saying. I've only seen. That's what I'm saying. The teams that I've seen win win championships are the Heat, Marlins, and Panthers, and the Hurricanes too.
I'm laughing because Big O went crazy on your boy the other day. And
Who?
he,
Mario?
on Messi, told him, take your ass back to Argentina. He did nothing for him.
Again, like I said, I like Big O, but he needs to keep his mouth shut attacking someone when he's been he's been defending Tua the whole time he's been here.
Hey, Tony, I don't get involved in that. All I know is that Tata got fired, right?
Tata, yeah, and they hired Javier Mascherano.
Did you like Tata?
Eh, he was very inconsistent. He was okay, but he was like there was times that he would like I understand why he did it, but there was times that it was so focused on Messi and Suarez that teams knew how to shut us down. It's kind of like the Miami Tata is kind of like what you're seeing with McDaniel, Tua, and Tyreek and Waddle, kind of where if they shut down those two players, those three guys, and the two guys from Inter Miami, there's
Yeah.
no one else that can score.
Wow.
And this is where I keep on hearing now they're going to try to bring in Neymar.
Yeah, there's rumors Neymar is coming to the MLS.
Yeah, that or we need the Miami team doesn't need any offense. We're good on the offensive side. What we need is more defensive midfielders and what is it called? The back end and the goaltender, goalkeeper and stuff. That's what we need. But like you said, I think in general Miami fans care more about the glitz and glamour than the hard nose. That's what it.
You're right.
My generation, your generation, grew up on the three di- three. Was it three different eras of the Dolphins or two different eras?
Three different eras.
You had the run first teams with Shula in the 70s with Kick, Morris,
Donka.
and Zonka. Then in the 80s you had Marino and the Duper and Clayton.
Yeah.
In the 90s you had those the 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 run first teams with Ricky and
No,
the good defense.
Ricky's the 2000s.
Was the 90s still pass first with Marino?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So, yeah, pass first through the 90s, 80s and 90s with Marino. Then you saw with Wonstad it became defense and the run game with Ricky Williams and Ronnie Brown.
I said it Sunday. When Bill Parcells passed over Matt Ryan for Jake Long, that was the biggest mistake I think in the history of the franchise.
At the
Because if you
time,
had
but can you understand where at the time why they did that though? Like
Parcells
if you
even
don't have
said,
an offensive line, what's the point of
yeah, but
drafting a quarterback?
remember like Parcells, when Mike Tirico interviewed him before the 2011 draft, even Parcells said he made a mistake. You always,
Parcells.
yeah, you always draft a franchise quarterback first. And you had the number one pick overall. You took Jake Long. To me, that was a tragic mistake.
Wasn't
Because
that was it just Matt Ryan or was there uh
no, just Matt Ryan. You had him, and you could have been competing in the 2010s with Roethlisberger, with Brady. I don't count Manning because he got old.
okay.
You could have been
Russell
competing with,
Wilson?
yeah, you could have been competing. Aaron Rodgers, you could have been competing with those quarterbacks. Instead, you take Tannehill. What did that get you?
Nowhere.
There you go.
Yeah, no, and with I thought wait, were Stafford and Ryan drafted in the same draft?
No, Stafford was the 2009 draft.
So a couple of years before.
The year before was Matt Ryan.
Okay, but was Matt Ryan the only good quarterback coming out of that draft, or was there?
Joe Flacco, but Flacco went 18. Yeah.
I think that draft was when you look at back at that draft, it seems like it produced a lot of great defensive players.
That was a
That
good draft. That was
huh?
good. That was a good draft. But I would never have taken Jake Long. And then
But
a year later, when Stephen Ross bought the team, Bill Parcells quit the next day. And I knew that was a problem. As soon as Parcells quit, I said, oh my God. And Ross is your biggest problem.
the issue,
Ross is the biggest problem of the franchise. He's never there. He only comes on Sundays. He paid players who have never won a playoff game or come close to winning a playoff game. They haven't constructed the team the right way. And that's their problem. I mean, this is like Armando Salguero always says, the Dolphins doing dolphin things. In English, that means the Dolphins always doing dumb shit.
can you? This is an honest question. Can you imagine Vinny Viola, the owner of the Panthers, owning the Dolphins? Do you think we would be in this situation?
No, because he will hire some good football people to surround him with. No.
Did you see? Apparently, the Panthers are trying to get they don't have the capital, but there's rumors around that they're trying to get Brady Kachuk.
Oh, speaking of that, you know the Ottawa owner is suing the Rangers, right?
What?
He's going to sue the Rangers
Why?
because the Rangers put that false rumor out there about Brady Kachuk was on the block, and the Ottawa owner lost his mind. And he said he's going to sue them.
For release?
Not
Oh,
releasing, talking false reports. And give the hockey media a lot of credit. They are killing Chris Drury right now. Good for them. You don't make up. It's not more makeup. You don't put out there players that you dream about getting, and you say he's on the block, and he's not on the block.
yeah. No, I hope we don't have it, but I hope we because honestly, I think he's getting tired of Ottawa. To be
I
honest,
said when the night when he saw his brother win the Stanley Cup, he said, "No, I'm going home. I'm going back to St. Louis. I'm not going to hang out and watch him celebrate." And what did I say out my mouth? I was in Moss's room, and I said, "If this doesn't change next June, Brady Chuck will ask for a trade."
do you think he's a type of guy that would rather be in the Midwest somewhere where he doesn't have the media on top of him like his brother, or do you think he would be?
No, his brother, the Florida Panthers only got 3 beat writers. What do you think about? No one's there to cover them.
No, I'm saying.
Would
Well,
he rather be in a quiet? He would rather be like his brother. There's no one there in South Florida to cover that team. And he'd rather be there. Nobody bought for him. Nah, yeah, there. See, in Ottawa, in Canada, the whole country's watching you. They
no,
don't even
that's
like
what I'm saying.
that.
You think he would go to like that's what I'm asking. Do you think he would do what his brother did. Maybe go to a place like Tampa instead.
Raise a chuckle. I could see him going back to St. Louis. I could see him demanding a trade to St. Louis.
Because, like I said, him and his brother don't seem like the people that could like having the media on top of them all the time.
Nah,
And I
there's
think
both
that's what's
of them.
happening. Honestly, I think Austin Matthews is getting tired of Toronto. He doesn't
Yeah,
like.
that I know. That I know. That I definitely know. And I think if Connor McDavid don't win this year, next year is it for Edmonton. If they lose him after having him for 11 years, what a waste.
You think he would do what Gretzky did? Go to LA?
It's a possibility. LA got the talent Edmonton would trade for. Yeah. And LA only got two beat writers. Yeah.
Because that city is mainly Lakers fans.
Lakers, Dodgers, USC football.
And it's weird. The in this decade, in the 21st century specifically, it seems like the Kings have won more championships in LA, right? Am I
Yeah.
correct?
Yeah. And
Or
Kings
they're
won
they're
too.
tied with the Lakers.
No, Lakers won three with Kobe and Shaq. They won two with Kobe and Paul Gasol. No one counts that bubble shit that ass
LeBron does.
clown. Yeah. No one counts that ass clown in the bubble.
Yeah. No. That's what I'm asking. So in the that's what I'm saying. The Kings have 5 championships, right?
Two.
2.
And the Lakers have 5 championships this century.
They're
Tied
tied
with
with
Kobe
the
and
Dodgers. Only have 1, right?
yeah, no one counts that bubble shit. Yeah.
No, I'm. The Dodgers only have 1 World Series, right?
No, the Dodgers this century or period.
This century.
One.
So the teams that have it's. I can't believe I'm saying. I think the LA Galaxy have more championships than the
Yeah, because they
Dodgers.
didn't win, because they didn't win in the '90s, and I heard my boys won on Sunday, beating the Red Bulls.
What are your opinions on Landon Donovan?
I think it was overrated by the U.S. media.
Do you like Alexi, or do you find him very like
He's getting on my damn nerves.
Alexi Lawless?
Back in the day, yeah, but when he does that World Cup shit, oh my god.
Alexi can be arrogant,
Yeah.
honestly.
I mean, Alexi, really? U.S. soccer won World Cups, really? When was this? I mean, Lawless, bro. He loves to see England lose.
Did I are the rumors still going? Is it still going to happen? Because I remember them saying that they were going to replace Southgate. Did they ever fire him?
Yeah, he quit.
Did they find a replacement for him?
I don't know. You should ask Melina about that. She would know. Melina knows about it. She was at the Arsenal game last week.
Have you ever thought like uh wait, are you United or City for Manchester?
Yes, United.
Okay. United.
Yeah.
Did you have a favorite player or not?
Uh, I like Rooney when he was there. I
Oh,
like
that was
Beckham.
wasn't that the years with Sir Alex Ferguson?
Yes, yes, yes. The 90s and the early 2000s. Yes, yes.
Why did a lot of fans turn on him so quickly?
Ferguson or Rooney? On Alex Ferguson, I guess because you can have all the money in the world, you can run a team the right way, but when you don't come up big, someone got to pay the price. I'll
Wait,
tell you who they wasted his years, and I'm a big fan of his. They wasted Beckham's years in England.
yeah, because he played for Manchester United for a little bit. I thought he went to Arsenal for a little bit too, didn't he?
I think so, yeah.
But back then, those teams were okay, but they never could get over the hump.
Yeah.
The team that always dominated was Chelsea, right?
I don't remember. 'Cause I wasn't following the Premier League like that. Me, I was more the national team for the World Cup.
Oh,
And the reason why I rooted for England because U.S. had no team,
yeah.
and I used to watch Manchester United every Sunday morning on PBS. They used to come on here in New York on Channel 21. So I used to watch Manchester United every Sunday morning.
Were you
Big
a Cosmos fan
no,
for MLS?
no. Damn, who was my team in MLS back in those days? I mean, the USFL, the US, the NASL. Who was my team? I gotta remember. I wasn't a Cosmos fan. I
You
forgot.
hated the Cosmos because they had like Kaká and Beckenbauer and stuff like that.
Nah, those guys were fun to watch. I just didn't like New York teams. Who did I like in the old ANSL? I didn't like the Chicago Fire. I didn't like the Fort Lauderdale Strikers or the Rowdies in Tampa. I don't remember who I liked in the NASL.
Were the Cosmos the one that was always winning the championships?
No, they only won one.
Who was the team that was dominating back then?
I'm trying to remember. It's been so long.
Was
Wow.
it were the Galaxy
No, they
original?
wasn't around. No, they were original MLS team.
I thought there was a team in LA or in California back then too.
The Earthquakes.
Oh, San Jose Earth.
Earthquakes. Yeah, the Earthquakes.
The Sounders were
Yeah,
an original.
yeah, they were original. Sounders, the Portland Timbers,
Oh,
but
so they came. Those three teams came to the MLS from the NASL.
NASL, yeah. And don't forget the Vancouver Whitecaps.
The Whitecaps.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let me Google that. Let me remember which team I liked in the
I thought
NASL.
there was I can't remember. I distinctly remember there being NASL team in Atlanta or
Yeah,
Georgia.
there was an NASL team in Atlanta. They won the first championship ever.
Then I remember that there being one in Texas, like either it was Dallas or Houston or San Antonio. I can't remember what city it was in Texas. The Columbus Crew
Yeah, they were there. Yeah.
are most of the teams
Most of the teams, what Tony? Oh, Tony dropped. No, Tony. I don't hear you, Tony.
hello, can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Now I hear you. Yeah, I hear you
So,
now.
sorry,
It's all
my
right. Don't
my
worry about it. Don't worry about
oh, what I was asking was like where most of the teams in the north, the teams that are in the Northeast now in in the MLS, were most of those teams original teams in the NASL,
it. Yeah.
like the Boston Breakers. Oh no, not the Boston Breakers. The team in DC. What's their uh?
It wasn't a DC United like it was. like it is now. No, it wasn't a team like that.
There wasn't a team in Philadelphia.
I don't think so. That they were
The
all over the country. I found it. Here you go. Uh, no, these are the newer teams. Let me find the old teams. Let me see, Tony. I'll find it. Let me see what Wikipedia says.
oh
And so great. That was a league I followed every week. Cause the
oh
Cosmos
breaking news actually. Uh, Kyle Tucker just got traded.
to where?
I just saw trade, but I couldn't see the whole thing.
Let me
But
go. Montreal Anaheim 2-2. We got breaking news. It did come out across the wire today, but Houston was going to trade Kyle Tucker.
they're probably gonna trade him to a team that can give him pitching.
They want to trade Framber Valdez too. Let me see.
Can you see a team like the Marlins trying to get Valdez?
I don't know. I don't think the Marlins are a team that.
Because they're trying to trade Lazardo this
Yeah, I
offseason.
was talking about that earlier.
They they trade they trade they trade they trade Lazardo and replace him with Valdez. Is that a good move? You think?
Uh, I don't know, man. I think sometimes Houston, I think, feels that they can save money now, which I think is BS. If you want my opinion, I think that when you're a championship team, keep going. I mean, why are you going to slow up for? Let you know right now. Still talking about Soto everywhere.
I found it, but it says it's not confirmed yet. It's in the middle. They're in the process of completing the trade.
With who?
Uh, I can't. It's a team in the Midwest. I think it's the Cardinals or someone like that. The Cardinals or the Reds.
Could be the Tigers.
No, it's a team in the NL.
Okay. Wow. Kyle Tucker. Everything is about Juan Soto. Did you hear the final, like, the percentage for Ron Soto, what it was?
No,
38% the Mets, that's where you got him.
30.
32% Toronto, 15% Yankees, 14% Red Sox.
Yeah. For do you think he started getting annoyed with the Yankees? That's why he went to the Mets.
Yeah, things came out today. One of the things was that he didn't trust the Yankee security because they used to give his parents a hard time. And he admitted the reason why he left the Yankees because the Yankees were too button up.
The Yankees are way
Now,
too.
now he's going with Lindor, with the OMG, and all those Dominicans over there. He'll fit right in.
Merengue, the
Yeah.
merengue crowd.
Well, he said the reason why he was glad that the Padres traded him was because Manny was too moody. He said when they lose or he's in a slump, He's throwing things, but when they win, he's blasting that goddamn merengue music off there.
Wait, who was the team that we was it the Astros? What team that we used to make fun of that would always be playing merengue during games? Was it the Astros or was it a team in the NL? Was it the Braves?
But the Braves, yeah, when they had Acuna and the
Ozuna?
second Albies, and Ozuna, yeah, Ozuna was on that team, yeah.
You're like, you're like, God damn it, them and this goddamn merengue. It was,
No, I didn't say it's gonna come back to hunt you if and it did. The Dodgers came back from 3-1. The Braves just cannot put back-to-back championships together. Man. I don't know what it is.
and that honestly,
Yeah.
and I think, do you think that's what a little bit with Bobby Cox, what hurt Bobby Cox a little bit, that his championships weren't back to back. It was there was a year in between each championship.
No, you only won one. The Yankees took over. What's
Those
up, 405? Still watching wrestling? Braves only won in 95.
would you say that the Braves team of the '90s is one of the more underachieving teams in the NL the
Yeah.
past few decades?
In all of baseball, yeah. And let the Yankees win four? Miami said, what's up to you?
Hey, Mr. Miami.
Yeah, you let what you call it, win four championships after you won your only one? Yeah, that's a bad look. And then the Marlins won too? Yeah, that's a bad look.
Does the Marlins have? I have a question. I thought the Marlins have more championships than a few teams that have been around longer. Like I thought they have more championships than the Indians and Tigers or something like that.
Nah, Tigers got six World Series. Just haven't won in 40 years.
Um, or there's a team that they always laugh at that has been in the league for like almost like 40, 50 years, and the Marlins have more championships than them. I think it's the Indians or something like that,
Padres.
or or Cincinnati.
No, they don't got more than Cincinnati, man.
Oh no, it's probably it's
The
either
Padres.
it's a team like it's a team in the NL. Oh, how many championships do the A's have? World Series championships.
I think they got seven. I know Connie Mack won a couple back in the old days, and then the A's dynasty of the early 70s, they won three in a row. All right, Mosaic says that he is definitely getting rid of Nolan Alrondo. And the good thing about it for the team that gets Nolan Alrondo is the Rockies will pay 20% of his salary. So Nolan Alrondo will no longer be a Cardinal according to General Manager John Mozeliak. Rough times in St. Louis, folks. Rough times. Never thought I'd see the day. Miami Marlins 2003 World Series champions. Miami Marlins 1997 World Series champions. Marlins got two World Series championships. Mr. Miami proud of the Marlins, no matter what people say. Yeah, I think, yeah, let's talk about Soto because you're a Yankee fan. I think was the best thing that ever happened to the Yankees. They did not pay that type of money for Soto, man. The Mets are crazy, bro. AJ Pazinski said it best today. He never stops what he's doing to watch Juan Soto play. No, I think you're crazy, AJ, but that's AJ being AJ. Manzano's gone. I'll give you another 20 minutes. 3:05. It's 9 o'clock Eastern. 1 hour into his country boy professional wrestling. Let me tell you something, folks. If Memphis South Wrestling was all right, now, Mr. Miami be watching that shit. 2-2 Canadians and the Ducks tonight in Montreal on Prime. Hell yeah. 3:05. 3:05 be watching that Mid South Wrestling right now. That shit was on. So let's do it again, folks. Tomorrow night, Wednesday night, the aftermath. Thursday night, 49ers and Rams. Friday night, straight football. We'll talk about Tua Tungala over Friday night. Country boys in the building. We'll do Tua's Friday night, and then Sunday we got triple header coverage. Miami at Houston. For you Dolphin fans, Indianapolis at Denver, because that's a very big game for you guys to watch. And then the late game, of course, the rivalry renewed. They're already talking out there. They're predicting they will sack Jordan Love 7 times at least. They're not playing the young Hawk defense. They want to prove to America that the Hawk is back, and they're going to take it out on Jordan Love. I can tell you right now, it's going to come down to Jordan Love in that game. I'm going to tell you right now, Josh Jacobs ain't running against that defensive front. Oh no, he ain't running against that defensive front. Seattle got it all together, folks, right now, at the right time. They got it together at the right time. All those draft picks from the 22-23 draft, home runs. Aaron Rodgers, checkmate. Mr. Miami still celebrating. Jets lost to the Dolphins. Me, on the other hand, I'm just happy for Sunday. First time I'm giving you people a triple header all year long, and I'm glad to do it. This is the last week of good football, folks. After next week, after this Sunday, you know, right now I got Washington and Philly Sunday the 22nd, and then my late game is Minnesota at Seattle. So we'll see Seattle again. Let me just say this. If San Francisco wins on Thursday and Miami somehow find a way to win in Houston, that'll be our 4:30 game next Sunday in Miami. We'll celebrate Mr. Miami's birthday, and we'll do Dolphins 49ers. That's if both teams are 7-7. If not, then we'll be back in Seattle next Sunday for the Vikings and Seahawks. And I'm not doing Green Bay, New Orleans. Uh, I'm not doing Jordan Love next in 2 weeks from tonight. No, 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 no. There'll be no Green Bay, New Orleans up here. I will be sleeping. Beer money for my 49 versus Dolphins on Mr. Miami's birthday. We'll do something nice for Mr. Miami for his birthday. Sea chickens. That's what he calls the Seahawks. I'm excited to do the game Sunday night. I'll tell you that. I'm excited. Almost done here, and we'll see you on Wednesday night, hockey night tonight. I mean tomorrow night. So 11 games tomorrow. I've been watching nothing but hockey, buying nothing but hockey jerseys, folks. Mr. Miami's cracking up. So I'm off tomorrow. I'll be back with the aftermath on Wednesday. These are the players of the week in the NFL for me. Let me pull it up for Wednesday night. Let me get that goddamn Stephen Ross off my damn computer. Get the hell out of here. Stephen Ross. Okay. Yeah, this is Wednesday night, folks. We'll be doing the aftermath. There you go. That's Wednesday night. The best players of the week for week 5. We also have honorable mention for that. That will be Justin Jefferson. What a day he had yesterday. But there you go. That is the best players for the week of week 14, folks, right there. So we will celebrate them tomorrow. I mean, we'll celebrate them on Wednesday night. Steve DeBerg, March 2009. You crazy, man. You nuts. Montreal 2-2. Mr. Miami's newfound love, the Canadiens. So I'm just chilling right here. Okay. Got some final things. Let me see something. Yeah, okay, folks. Okay. Still 2-2 in Montreal. So I am done. Is I am going to watch the rest of the Canadiens game. Mr. Miami talk about Dino Bravo. Is Mr. Miami is now a big Montreal Canadian fan. And I'll text him, let him know what's going on in the game. I'm a big puckhead. That's what I am, a huge puckhead. We'll see you tomorrow, folks. I mean, we'll see you Wednesday night, 7:15. Yes. Now that we are in Eastern Standard Time, 7:15. The aftermath, open panel. We'll talk about anything you want. As Mr. Miami just posted up, let's go Montreal Canadiens. Let me say about Mr. Miami real quick. Mr. Miami is the type of football fan, sports fan you really appreciate and one as your boy. So I just want to say I love 305. I love all of you. And keep it coming, folks. I get emails, guys, enjoying what I do. And I'm glad there's no fanatical idiocy like in the dolphin community. Stuff like that. You just get simple. honest talk up here. So let me get out of here. 305. I love you, man. Thank him. Thank who else came by? Uh, Trust, Bargoff, Wilson, Daniel, and Daniel and Rosie. Thank you for coming by, people in the clouds. We'll see Wednesday night, folks, for this right here, the aftermath. Who gets the number one game ball? I know who does. You're gonna be surprised who does. We'll see you Wednesday night, everybody. I love you.